21st, 2020, the day where many things are occurring here on Earth to the collective. Okay, let's start off as first the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction, which will create a beautiful bright star, brighter than the one that was in the sky when Jesus Christ was born. And for many people that predict the future in the Spanish culture are speaking about this because they believe it's the beginning or a message that the Messiah will be coming back on earth in a way. But spiritualists also agree with this, but they say that Christ is going to come in the Christ consciousness, which resides in the fifth dimension. So I'm sure that a lot of YouTube videos are here and they're probably expressing the things differently, and probably are making you think it's the end of the world, but it's really not. It's the end of this era. Jupiter and Saturn are going to bring a new age of greater freedom. It's going to bring high-mindedness, truth, and egalitarianism, meaning the doctrine that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities, which this is what we have been literally fighting for many years, and God himself is sending this energy shift so we can understand and help each other and care for our own society. So let me speak a little bit about these two planets. So Saturn is the system, structure, society, and karma, while Jupiter represents our beliefs. It not only represents, but it exaggerates everything it touches. So altogether, these planets are speeding up our revolution, pushing us into deeper insights. We're digging in deep. We're looking into our consciousness. We are listening to ourselves besides the media, the mind-controlling media here on this planet is ridiculous, and you have to keep up. People are actually going to start soul searching, and we're going to be able to be face to face with our own self with honesty and forgiveness. So now we're not gonna be so hard on ourselves, and we're gonna actually love ourselves, be honest to ourselves, and forgive ourselves for so long hurting our own self, our own reality. To top things off, we're also entering the beginning of the age of Aquarius. With Jupiter in Aquarius, it will encourage us to expand our thoughts and ideas, meaning, like I told you, we're going to be expanding our consciousness. You're going to be looking at the TV and wondering, like, are you guys really serious? You're going to see the exaggeration that's on the media, the mind-controlling media, controlled by, I don't even know if I can say that, by rich-ass people that sometimes don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about this, although this won't get you nowhere. This is only here once you die. This don't go with you. Only your intuition, your consciousness, the psychic powers you are able to inherit it here on earth, instead of inheriting your dysfunctional side to you, the ego. So this energy would only deepen and magnify Saturn's desires for us to have more responsibility over our society. For Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio, you guys will feel this energy even more. So my advice to you is to push yourself to think outside the box, to solve anything urgent that comes up at the woke of the conjunction of these planets. Also, use this as a chance to start something new, because you'll find the universe rewarding you very well in many different abundant ways. So take advantage. Next, for the rest of us, remember that these planets are coming together for many of us to be open to new opportunities, to be able to take advantage of these new doors that are being opened to us. These planets are bringing so much abundance in many ways to the people that are consciously awoken, because we are helping the collective become more awoken than we need to be. We have to prepare ourselves for what's coming, and that's going to be later in the video, but let me continue here. So for the rest of us, let's take advantage of this conjunction. This conjunction is also about dedication and responsibility. So we have to prove them that we can earn our blessings, and that we will bless others with our blessings as well. The universe doesn't like when we're stingy. It loves to gives us blessings so we can share with the world and tell everybody that they're blessed, because we are blessed. If we are blessed, they are blessed. We can't be stingy with the things of earth. Technically you bought it with your money, but is it really yours? Think about it. It's not yours because you leave it here once you're done. None of this shit in the third dimension will go with you. Leave it behind. The conjunction is going to shift our consciousness from the third to the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension being the Christ consciousness. The third dimension is what we see right now. The fourth dimension being time. And the fifth dimension being a higher level of consciousness. So for the only reason that we need to be able to fit in correctly, not fit in, but understand our brain and everything. When we get to experience ET, our alien brothers and sisters have such high vibration that is going to switch us up like through all our personalities, and we will be driven crazy. So maybe this is why our alien brothers and sisters haven't showed themselves to us, because they are afraid that they will hurt us, because we did not do our soul searching, we did not do our healing in order to be able to hang out with them. Their energies will make us geek out in extreme bipolarism and everything, I'm guessing, because their vibration is so high up. In order for you to be able to connect with them, you have to be in a similar vibration closer to them. So when they come and you have that connection with them, it doesn't necessarily affect you, it helps you. They're not here to harm us, but they're here to be with us, to protect us from other things that they've seen happen in other planets, in many other generations, in many other lives. They are very high vibe beings, so they know a lot about the universe and how it works, not like some of the ignorant humans here on earth. And I'm sorry, ETs, for the type of humans we have here, but we are trying our best for what we can do, because in this planet there's so much ego enhancers, there's so much hate, envy, and things that are not pleasant, and things that make your soul and vibration disconnect from the spirit, the vibration for it to drop as like a bottom feeder vibration. No, we are higher vibrations, and we have to prepare ourselves for the ETs when they come to help us or teach us something new, or when the Eli group comes and tries to do something different, because we are consciously growing. The universe, God, is forcing us to consciously grow, and if we don't, they will take advantage of us. And you don't want to be taken advantage, because no one likes to be taken advantage of. So to top things off, this conjunction is going in deeper than you think. The two planets will come so close to each other, chances are that they will appear as a single star-like object in the night sky. Can you believe that shit? What I've been telling you, it's gonna get deeper only from here. Relating back to religion, this could be technically the Christmas star, in Spanish called La Estrella de Belén, in English Bethlehem. I think, I've been having trouble saying that name all day. The Bethlehem star, the Christmas star. Don't quote me on it if I say it wrong. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the Christmas star appears in the nativity story to guide the three wise men from the east to the newly born King of the Jews. The three wise men being the three kings from like Three Kings Day. According to the Gospel of Matthew, it reads, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with great joy. And when they came into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshiped him. So they went to do the thing. And when they had opened their treasures, the presents they brought for the Messiah, they brought these materials: gold, frankincense, hopefully I'm saying that word right, frankincense, and myrrh. Paul Beckley, a Christian evangelist and a TV personality from West Lafayette in Indiana, US, believes that December's conjunction has links to the Christmas star that appeared 2,000 years ago. Pastor Begley, in his show called The Coming Apocalypse, stated that what's going on here is the celestial event, he says, that is so rare that they come within 0.1 degrees of each other, creating a bright star in the heavens. He also said that it's so bright, it's brighter than the star of Bethlehem, the one that was there to signify the three kings and the world in general that the Messiah was born. Mind you, he believes that God has created a prophetic calendar of sorts that uses celestial alignment, astronomical phenomena, okay, to inform the world of his plans. This is why God throws out all this information: astronomy, astrology, different type of religions, Buddhism, Christian, Catholicism. All these things has a little bit of truth that he wants us to learn, so when he needs our help, and when he knows we need his help, he can send us messages in a very special way that we can understand. So this is why I agree with this guy. So listen, he says, this is so incredible that sometimes we miss these things. Like, we miss the signs that God usually shows us because we're so ignorant inside of our head sometimes. We're so focused on thinking this is our true reality and the rest of eternity, and it's not. There's more to come. We are awake and we are alive at this very moment for a reason. Don't think that your life is just wasting away. If it is, it's because you haven't found your purpose. But to continue, he said God already knew he was going to use these prophetic signs. Remember, there's always signs that is going to put fear in you to tell you that these things are not true, because science, this is how they work. I have to see it, touch it, smell it, breathe it, whatever to believe it. And God wants us to use faith, to learn how to trust in the universe, to have faith. When we have faith, we have a stronger connection to the divine, to the higher dimensions, past the fifth dimension. This is why the fifth dimension will be forced onto us, so we can understand that it's just not this. There's more beyond to it. And in the fifth dimension, we'll be able to fifth consciousness, like if we were switching parallel universe. It's crazy, and it has so much potential, and I'm sure how psychics would even work through that time. You know what I'm saying? We are in a higher consciousness as a collective, and we'll be more in touch with the spiritual world more than ever. And we have to listen. We have to tune into ourselves and understand that things are happening for a reason, and we have to wake up. No more feeding ourselves bullshit. We have to understand that. So this is my theory, right? The Christ consciousness is coming because, in a way, regardless if we like it or not, there's people in the higher powers that are making decisions that are not good for the collective, because they have such higher power. How things work, you do something bad and it will affect everybody. For example, like in class, if there's one person that was obnoxious, everybody would probably lose whatever was available to them because the class wasn't being good. So for example, we don't want to lose what we have now because we were being bad in class. We have to pay attention and focus and understand what's right for us and use whatever skills is being taught to us at this very moment, because we will need it. Things are not being taught to us for no reason. They want us to connect to our higher selves, to understand what is good for us and what is our purpose. This is what's going to happen right now. My prediction is that, I know people are saying that things might be forced onto us, but I think it won't be too much to the point where everybody's going crazy, but it will be to the point where your shadow side is going to be forced out. You have to do shadow work. Shadow work is very important, and you have to understand that. When you understand your shadow side, you will understand who you really are and who your ego is, and if you've been guided by your ego your whole life or your spirit. Don't forget, it's the mind, body, and spirit. When your faucet to your soul, from your spirit to your soul, is closed, then it's only your soul and your body. The spirit is left alone. So who is really in control if the spirit is not aware or not connected to the rest of the body? How are manifestations coming out at a faster pace or at a better connection if our soul is not connected to the spirit? The only way we can connect to higher things is through our spirit. So touch into it, understand it, love it, and dig in deep. We live eternally, so there's so much information that we have to learn about ourselves. Please wake up. Please do soul searching and understand yourself. Understand there's more to this than what you can see. And people like us, we're not just stupid hippies, or not stupid hippies, that's not nice. If people say shit like that, you don't offend me because I'm on the right track. Are you, baby? Oh, hell no. Come on now. So, listen. Many abundance is coming when you awaken. When you help others awaken, way more abundance is given to you. But give it time. This conjunction will bring so much of positivity, and whatever you attract will be so much easier to get to you. So be careful. You are the creator of your own universe. Put this in practice now, because tomorrow will be life-changing for the rest of our eternal lives. This is history for humanity. Let's do it. Just prepare yourselves, love each other, care for each other, and fuck the rest. Fuck materialism, fuck egoism, and care for other people. Love everybody and the universe itself. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming to the awakening of Zoo. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me what you think about this consciousness shift down below, and let's chat. There's a lot to talk about, there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to ascend. We are eternal beings. Deuces. Bye, YouTube.